Okay, so I need to, or I want to, I don't need to, but I want to expand on what I said in the last video. Get Ready With Me 17, which now seems to be part 1, and this will be part 2. Get Ready With Me part 2. Get Ready With Me episode 17, part 2. So, when I portray a character, I go into that character, and I'm not this method. I don't go around the set being the character all the time. I think I've heard that Daniel Day-Lewis, when he played Lincoln, American president during the Civil War, that he was Lincoln at home with his wife. I bet that went down really well. That was popular. No, so I'm not doing that. I turn it on and turn it off. When they say action, I am whoever I'm going to be. When they say thank you or whatever they say, I am Richard Lane again. But you bring everything of yourself into every new role. You have your baggage. You can't push it away. So when I am a character, I don't think as Richard Lane. I don't think, oh, what's it going to be for lunch? Or what about world peace, blah, blah, blah. Or what about what I'm going to sing next time I'm with a live band or karaoke bar, whatever. So I try to think as the character would. So as I said in the part 1 of this episode 17, Get Ready With Me, the previous video, I said, if I'm a character, let's say I do the dishes, I hand wash dishes after a meal, dinner or lunch, whatever. In comes a few other people in this play, in this TV show, commercial, movie, whatever. I think as that character. I push away Richard Lane's private thoughts. I bring Richard Lane's private emotions when I cry or when I'm angry. Or when I cry, you probably see part of how Richard Lane cries. Not all, but part of it. Then I try to cry as whatever character would cry, or I imagine the character would cry, or the director or the script tells me cry this way or what. But the raw emotions you bring with you, because you're a human being, you use your own spectrum of emotions. Then you can portray it in different ways as the directors or script writers or the script itself wishes. But I do not only think as that character in that moment. I try to think as that character would do in that moment about things that has happened in that character's life. Earlier days, weeks, months, years. So for instance, I'm doing the dishes, but I'm a knight. Let's say I'm a knight in modern times, but I'm a knight. So I slay the dragon, because this is a fantasy / modern world in this show, whatever movie example I'm putting up. So this guy, this knight, doing the dishes, think, oh yeah, I'm gonna do the dishes. The dinner was delicious. In comes a few characters, you talk to them, interact with them, whatever, blah blah, maybe a little dog is running along. But I do not only try to think as that character would in that particular situation. I'm not saying those words, I'm just thinking, seriously thinking as I think that character would, and mimicking along with the scene, but I'm thinking like the character in that particular moment. And let's say 2 weeks earlier from this kitchen moment, this character was slaying a dragon, because it's a mix of modern world and fantasy world. So he was slaying a dragon to help another king or queen, whatever. That's what I try to do. So my mind is not thinking like Richard Lane would. Oh, what's it for lunch? Or let's have world peace. Or what song would I sing next? But now I have a Swedish word that this done is without. But it could also mean but in English. So, but I'm trying to think as this character would in that particular moment of the scene, and what baggage this character have from other adventures, experiences in life. Because when you're sitting wherever you're sitting now, you're not only thinking about the current most of the time, what's happening right now, people you talk to or interact with. You think about things that has happened in your life. This morning, last week, several years ago. You may think about a loved one. You may think about upcoming things coming in the future, upcoming big test or big job interview or big presentation at a job or whatever. Next holiday you want to do, go somewhere, or just stay in your own hometown and do fun stuff there. What do I know? So that's what I try to do, because that's a full character, that's a complete character. Character that's not only reacting physically and with his or her face to whatever happens in the situation, but a character that actually has a life. And wasn't just, it says not only the background story of the character, which may be hinted upon or explained in detail in the script, or by the director or scriptwriter or whoever, but not only the background story, but that person, character, thinks about things in his own life that's not shown in the script. So that's what I try to do. Even if it's a commercial, not only TV shows and movies. I think, so I try not to think as Richard Lane in the moment, but as the character, in what that character would think in the moment, and what's happening in the life of the character, and what probably is going to happen that the character thinks about. Then you bring your own raw emotion into that. So when you react, and I cry, that's emotions from my own life. My parents passing, or any other sad thing that could happen. Could be smaller things. I cry out of happiness many times. Sometimes a couple times a day. When I watch someone sing very good in a talent show, you can be very moved, but then I could cry several times. And of course, over all the children that have died, I've cried. These last years particularly, but all throughout history, but particularly the last 3 or 4 years. So, I mean, out in the world, not in my life. That's how I approach acting, with not only my body, not only reacting, which is not only, that's great. Acting and reacting is many times more important than acting. You react to someone else's acting or a situation in a production. So reacting, acting, and also now in my mind, I go into the job with my body, my soul, my mind, my thoughts. But when they say thank you, the end scene, then I don't stay in the character of LinkedIn or whatever. I'm not a funny rabbit in a rabbit suit. I am maybe dressed like that, but I'm not. Well, I could joke around when the camera's off, with other people there, but limited, of course. But that's how I approach it. So, with my thoughts also. But having said that, I take the work very seriously, but I don't take myself as an actor or background actor too seriously. I take it with moderation. So this was Get Ready With Me, episode 17, part 2. That's all of us. Just have a great day now, okay?